the cowherd men, the next morning they start looking for Nanda Maharaj and he is not available. They are not successful in finding him. Immediately they raise a huge hue and cry, and then Krishna Balaram, they understand the situation, and Krishna, he goes to the abode of Nanda, Varuna. Varuna's abode is there, somewhere deep in the ocean, and Krishna, he goes there to release his father. So since Krishna's body is completely transcendental and spiritual, no material obstructions are possible. He is not dependent on any of these material, no material force can stop him. Like in the second chapter, Krishna explains that spirit can never get wet in the waters. So that we can see from Krishna's pastime, he is not influenced by, or he is not affected by a huge water body. Ordinary human being, he cannot jump into the ocean and reach the bottom of the ocean. Actually, after a few feet below the water level, there will be so much pressure and he cannot take it. That's ordinary human being. So here, Krishna goes to the abode of Varuna. Immediately Varuna comes and receives the Lord with great respect. And with a festive mood, he celebrates the Krishna's coming to his abode. He considers this as a great boon, a great mercy of the Lord. And then respectfully hands over Nanda Maharaj to Krishna. That's how Krishna comes back to Vrindavan along with Nanda. So the point is, everything that we see all around us, the manifestations, the water bodies, Yamuna, Ganges, or whatever, we should know that there is a controlling deity. If someone is entering into the waters at a wrong time or misusing the waters, then the controlling deity has its own mechanism to find out all these discrepancies and accordingly punish the people who are crossing those regulations. So everything that we see all around us are having controlling deities. Adidaiva, and not only they are controlling the manifestations, they are also controlling various functions in our body. Right? So, when we approach a certain manifestation with either wrong intentions or at a wrong time, so there will be reactions. The controlling deities will not tolerate any breaking of laws. Every department has their own rules and regulations. If someone breaks the rules, obviously he will be in trouble. By whom? By the HOD, the head of the department of that particular. So similarly, Varuna, he has certain rules and regulations. Like that, all the demigods, they have their own framework of governance. After all, they are the departmental heads. So all these demigods are part of the Lord's supreme government within the universe. So they are managing large departments. Varuna, imagine all the water bodies in the universe. In our own little earthly planet, we see so many oceans, rivers, and so many bodies are there. And he is managing entire universal water bodies. Can you believe that? What a powerful personality. And sometimes we get little departments to manage. So much difficult. Little. We have, say, 1 or 2 hands to manage, as well as 10 heads to manage, a few resources to manage. We will not properly do it. But Varuna is managing such a big, vast department So he is the controlling deity for all relishable juices. And so this verse is explaining about the most difficult sense called the tongue. How the tongue appeared. This is the most difficult. Generally, we have a lot of senses, 5 jnanendriyas and 5 karmendriyas. Generally, we think certain senses are very difficult to control. But the truth is that tongue is the most difficult sense to control. Taramadhye jibhati lobomai sudhamati. Lobomai. That means very greedy. The tongue is very, very greedy. Always wants to taste something new and more and more. Greedy means more and more and more. This is what the tongue is. And to what extent it will drive us? So Durmati. Durmati means bad intelligence. Sudurmati means especially bad intelligence. That is the tongue. It wants to relish various types of taste, even at the expense of losing our health or damaging the entire environment. Tongue is like it drives the people in tasting more. Like our friends Chinese, they are not happy with some chicken and all those things. They want more and more. They want to taste how to eat a live animal. So there is one video where someone is eating an octopus live, trying to eat, and that fellow is trying to defend, protect itself. But here is a big animal eating the octopus live. They want to taste that soft surface of the animal. So anyway, so that is the tongue. Lobomai Sudharmati. So that is Katina samsara. Very, very difficult. The tongue pushes everyone into difficulties. If we have to believe the theory of some of the scientists, then this Chinese food habits are the cause of this coronavirus. That is one theory. There is one more theory that the 5G, whatever 5G connection that the world is now planning, that is the cause of this coronavirus. So like that, there are many theories out there, but if you go by that, the first one, then Jibha Tatropajayate Jibhaya Yodhi Gamyate. That's why Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, Krishna Bada Daimai Kori Bare Jibhaja Soprasadana Dilova. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is glorifying Krishna as Bada Daimai. He is very, very merciful. Why? Because in order to control the jibha, the tongue, he has swaprasadana, he has given prasada, Dilobai. So this is the only way to control the tongue. What is that? Swaprasadana. We have to take only prasad. If somebody is determined that I will take only prasadam in my life, then his tongue will be controlled. Prabhupada, in one place, he explains that as soon as someone controls his tongue, it means that he has already controlled all other senses. So, we may have whatever issues with whatever sense, but if someone is able to control his tongue, feeding only Krishna Prasad, then he will be able to control all other senses. So the Shastra explains that the tongue, the belly and the genitals, they are in the straight line. So if someone satisfies the tongue so this is explained here, Lobo Moy Sudurmati, even against intelligence, And then once the belly is filled up, then the next push will be of the genitals. So if someone wants to control the force of the genital, the only way is to control the tongue. Even prasadam also, of course, Krishna is very kind. He has given us various varieties of prasad. So many varieties we can offer to Krishna, and devotees can enjoy prasad. It is good to enjoy prasadam than to look for some other enjoyment. If you can give enjoyment to the tongue, then all enjoyments are covered. So, there's a lot of varieties are there. And Prabhupada's mercy, the concept of prasadam in our movement is very simple. What is that? We eat only prasad. Full meals, full breakfast, full dinner, whatever, everything is prasad. We have nothing else. So even prasadam, yes, lot of varieties are there. Sometimes if we give cakes as prasadam to outsiders, they are surprised. How prasadam, cake can be prasad? They think Pulihogara, the dojan, and a little chakra pongal. Right? But then we have cakes and pizzas, burgers, and we are prasad. They can't understand. So sometimes they question how this is prasad. Then we will question back, if you can eat cakes, why not Krishna? Right? If you can enjoy burger, why not Krishna? And so, Lord is giving all these varieties to us so that there is no aspiration for the devotee to look for bhoga. When we go outside and walking on the roads, we see on the roadsides very interesting and attractive items displayed. There are all kinds of varieties are there, and a devotee, can satisfy his desire for various tastes by nicely offering to Krishna and then take his prasad. So prasadam. But while eating prasad, there are two things here: eating and honoring. Honoring means there is a consciousness while accepting prasadam. There is a consciousness that this is Saprasadam Dilova. This is actually Krishna's mercy, and Krishna is Bada Dharma. How will you get prasadam of a personality unless he is physically present, unless you have a chance to offer to him, unless he leaves the remnants? The personality should leave the remnants. Those remnants, Krishna's remnants, they are called prasad. So he is Bada Doyamai because personally he has come here to receive our paltry offerings and then give back prasadam to us. He left his remnants. He takes, but at the same time he leaves the remnants. That is the inconceivable potency of the Lord. So those remnants, by honoring, that means with great respect, by remembering Krishna, Radha Govinda, Gaura, and all the deities, by remembering them, particularly their quality of Dayamai, how kind they are, that they have left the remnants for us, for the servants to eat. So that is the mood with which devotees they relish prasad. With a proper consciousness, they honor prasad. If there is no consciousness like that, and they simply eat, that is called eating. The goal is to fill up the belly. That's also good. After all, they eat prasad. That's also good. Isha Sangaha, this is called Isha Sangha, association with the Supreme Lord through prasad by His mercy. Prasadam is also Isha. That is also Supreme Personality of Godhead. So anything that is enjoyed by the Lord is also Krishna. This is the absolute logic. Anything that is offered to the Lord also becomes Krishna. And by taking those remnants, devotees will become Krishna conscious. So this is Prasad. In some places, Prabhupada said, if somebody is so thick-skinned, Prabhupada is talking about our mass feeding programs. He says, people are so thick-skinned nowadays, almost like animals. They won't be able to understand philosophy. Even the biggest brains, if you explain that you are not this body, you are a spirit soul, they cannot. They'll see stars, 5-star, 6-star. They cannot understand. So people whom they cannot understand this philosophy, simply feed. By filling up their bellies, slowly there will be changes. There will be some improvement in their consciousness. So this is the idea. So Hana Prasadam, with great respect and gratitude, and enjoy, relish. With relish, if you eat, then it gets digested. So there should be relish. The Prabhupada, when he was traveling on Jaladuta, he had seasickness, vomiting, and all kinds of symptoms were there. But after that, somehow he gets a little bit of khichdi and then he eats. And he writes that today I could honor khichdi with relish. Yes. Because relish means there should be mixing of saliva. If you relish, there is a mixing of saliva that happens, and then the digestion and the health, everything will be nice. So Krishna is kind. He has given a lot of interesting Nana Rasa Jajne. He has given interesting varieties of rasas, relishments for us to enjoy and then control the tongue. And so devotees can take the vow that yes, only Krishna Prasad, not eat any bhoga. And in Krishna Prasadam also, I will eat in such a way that there is no overeating. Then we are safe. Any questions?
Hare Krishna Guru. Generally, when we meet outsiders, as a preacher, we generally prefer to preach them through Krishna Katha. So is it good that if you can feed them through prasadam? Because Prabhupada many times he says Krishna's form, name and pastime are not different. So prasadam is also a form of Krishna.
Yes.
So will gradually they become Krishna conscious and develop chanting, or will they develop that Krishna consciousness, what Prabhupada is saying?
Yeah. Actually, in Bangalore, I have an experience. One of the preachers, when he was going in the city, he met one prospective donor. So the preacher went to meet him. He refused to meet. He said, no, don't come here. Basically, some people, by looking at this tilaka, they get some repulsion. So there are some people like that. So he said, don't come, and then he has refused to give over. So that devotee, what he did, he went away, and again next time he came. Because devotees are all distributing the mercy of the spiritual master. So they are not tired, they will go again and again, not an issue. And when he went second time, he refused. Now this time what the devotee did, he left a packet of prasad. With the security guard or whoever he got, he said, reach it to your boss. Why? Because he wanted it. Reach it to him. he told. So the prasadam went to him. And of course, mostly he is taken, we don't know. This whole phenomena went on for 2 years. 2 years he refused to sleep and listen. At the end of 2 years, he called that preacher inside. He said, yes, I am seeing you for the last 2 years. And every time you come, you give some prasad. What do you want? And devotee said, we don't want anything. You simply chant Hare Krishna. He is shocked. 2 years he is roaming around, probably wanted something. He simply chant Hare Krishna. And you don't believe now, currently he is chanting 16 rounds. He is an initiated devotee of Srila Prabhupada and a regular donor about him. His name also I know, but I don't tell. I cannot tell. So that is the scenario. Just by prasad. Then he came in touch with the devotee. The devotee will always encourage chanting. Then started chanting. He read many books, got initiated. I think a similar pastime is there in the Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya also. I think Yamunacharya, he also got converted just by eating prasad. So like that, these are all prasadam pastimes. So somebody is refusing and not willing to meet and this and that, you leave a packet of prasad and you will see slowly it will change. We started this feeding in Andhra, mass feeding. That time that government has asked us to feed as part of their program, 5 rupee meal program in Andhra. They have kept a name, again I will not mention. So the government was giving breakfast, lunch and dinner, and we happened to get the opportunity to partner and supply the prasadam. In one of the places, in the beginning of the program, we heard some incidents that some people were fully drunk and they created trouble in one of the counters. And so we came to know the next day that the trouble was created by something called blade gang. There is a gang of rowdies, they keep the blades and fully drunk and they are coming and creating all kinds of trouble. So, but they used to come and then they used to come and they disturb the whole system and they used to take prasadam and go. That manager was telling, after 1 week or I think maybe 2 weeks, there was a change in the blade game. What is the change? Now they are silently standing in the queue. And then they come and then they eat prasadam and then go. So nobody could tell them because they are very rough people. They are very rough people. Only Nityananda Prabhu can tell you. So like that, we have seen the effects of prasadam. So that's why, depending on the person to person, a devotee can bring it to Krishna consciousness. You can use prasad, you can use holy name, so that they'll also become good people, well-behaved personalities, and they can progress towards higher Krishna consciousness. Any other?
Hare Krishna. Prabhu, you were mentioning in the class that Lord has come to accept our faulty offerings. Faulty offerings you were mentioning in the class, Prabhu. So actually we are also not feeding to the normal man, we are feeding to the Supreme Lord. And our Shastras also says that only pure devotees can offer to the Supreme Lord because he is not a normal man. So can you please elaborate on this, bro?
So the devotees, they prepare bhoga with the consciousness that this will be offered to the Lord, and they follow highest principles of cleanliness and timeliness, and bring those offerings and hand over to offer to the spiritual master, knowing very well that only the spiritual master can offer to Krishna. So spiritual master in turn offers it to his own spiritual master, and finally Lord Chaitanya, and then it is offered to Radha Krishna, and that prasad will come back to us. So what I said was paltry. Paltry offerings means very small, very little. What we can offer to Krishna? We are a tiny living entities. But whatever little we can offer, Krishna is receiving only because it is offered with love by the spiritual master. So through the hands of the Acharya, when you offer, Krishna receives. Bhakti upahrutam tadashnami, only by bhakti. So pure bhakti, if it is there, then Krishna is willing to accept the offering. So it is said that he goes to the house of Vidura, and Vidura was so overwhelmed to see Krishna coming to his house. With great respect, he started offering to the Lord. He took the bananas and he was peeling the banana. And because he is only looking at Krishna, he took away the banana, threw it, and is offering the peels, banana peels to Krishna. And Krishna is taking them. Krishna is seeing only the love, the bhakti. So that's the thing. Although our offerings are paltry, very small, very insignificant for Krishna. For example, this Golden Temple it may look very big for us. What is for Krishna? What is this? He has created a big universe, right? And when compared to that creation, what is this? It's a very paltry offering. So, and of course, sometimes we also commit mistakes. But then, because we are trying to serve the Lord on the basis of instructions of the spiritual master, Krishna accepts and gives us back his remnants. Okay, so that is the process, and that's why Krishna is mentioned as Krishna Bada Doyamaya. Any other? Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.